Hi, welcome to Power to the Flower. I'm Kara, the owner of Power to the Flower, and today I wanted to just give you a plant of the day tip. And I wanted to talk about this amazing Forever Purple Heuchera, which I am just loving. I really can't wait to share all about this plant with you. So let me turn the camera around and I can tell you all about it and why I think you probably want it in your yard. Check out this pot. This is I would say full shade to part shade pot. It has a Boston fern in the back. It has 2 creeping jennies, and then its feature plant right here is this Forever Purple Heuchera. Now check it out. I have put this plant through the paces. It has done so well. It's incredible to me. So it gets about 22 inches wide, so I'm hoping that it will fill up the entire center area and be the thriller really of this pot. And then it only gets about, I think it was 8 to 10 inches tall, so not much taller than it is right here. The thing about it, and the reason why I want to tell you about it, is because of its luscious leaves that do not fade. Let me show you another Heuchera to compare it with. This one is called Heuchera paprika. There it is. And what happens with it is that the new leaves come out, as you can see right here, quite dark in the center, like that. And then as they get older, they fade to this kind of orange color and even to this kind of yellow color. But the ones that I love are these rich reds in the center, and that kind of goes away over time. So check this out though. This just stays. The old leaves are the tall ones, and they look just as luscious as the inside ones. Isn't that amazing? Okay, so Forever Purple Heuchera. Why do I love it? I love it because of its color, obviously. Secondly, because it can handle just about any situation in terms of light. It can handle full sun, part shade, full shade. And I have put it in all those situations and it just stays its purple color. The second reason why I love it is because it's very adaptable to different types of soil as well as different types of watering. So I had this Forever Purple in a tiny, teeny can. Let me show you. This is the can that I had it in, this white one. And what happens when you have a plant that needs water regularly, not a succulent, but you know, a rooted plant in a container like this, is that it just doesn't have much to draw from in terms of nutrients, water, or insulation. Whereas a plant like a pot like this, it's going to give this plant lots of water for many days, and you're not going to need to water it as often, especially in intense heat. So with this, I had it sitting in that pot since I think September and didn't change. It didn't grow, but it did not change. It didn't die. It didn't get less leaves. It just kept staying beautifully purple, where everything else didn't. Check out that. That does not look very good, and that's because I wasn't watering these plants through the winter and into this spring. I was just letting nature have its course. So those look okay. Now these are succulents, so that's why they look fine. And this dichondra has done really well in this little teeny tin as well, so that's of note. But that's pretty impressive for a Heuchera, which often like moist soil. And this situation, the Forever Purple, wants to be more on the dry side. So that's amazing when you have a container, because it means you just need to water it less. Having said this, I want to recommend a combination for you. So if you want to have a full sun planter or a part sun planter, I'm thinking like on your porch or patio where maybe it gets morning sun or afternoon sun, but it doesn't get sun all day. Or maybe it's in an exposed area where it's just going to get burning sun all day long. Let me give you a little recommendation in terms of container friends that would look really good together and all want the same amount of water and light. So you want Forever Purple Heuchera. You can put a Calibrachoa. Let me show you what those are going to look like in a sec. And also a Dichondra Silver Falls. And the 3 of those together I think would look really pretty. They could all handle a lot of sun or part sun. I wouldn't put the Calibrachoa in a shady position. It's not going to bloom very well. So that's why this would be for a part sun to full sun container. And all of them want the same situation in terms of water. So you can do a deep soak, you know, get that hose or that can and fill it with water, let it drain down, fill it with water, let it drain down like 3 or 4 times. Like really fill it with a good soaking and then let it dry for days until it's totally dry in that pot, and then do it again. Here are a few examples. A Calibrachoa is a petunia hybrid, so this white one. Here's Dichondra Silver Falls. And all of these plants would benefit from being fed on a regular basis. So every couple weeks you want to give it some just water-soluble plant food like Miracle-Gro, or I've also used Maxi, which has a bloom, specialized bloom combination. I'll show you a picture of that. Okay, here it is, the Maxi Bloom Food. It has this kind of rose pink tag. And the reason why it's for blooms is because these two numbers right here, phosphorus and potassium, are high and the nitrogen level is low. And that really does amazing work. I used to think, why do you fertilize? Just let your plants do their thing. No, they don't have anything to pull in a pot. They need to have food. So if you are giving them the Maxi Bloom, they're getting a ton of nutrients for blooming, and they will just continue to bloom. So that would be especially good for the Calibrachoa, and the other plants would do fine with that as well. This would be an example of the all-purpose formula that I was talking about with, which would be similar to Miracle-Gro or similar to Proven Winners has an all-purpose as well, and it has kind of a high number for all of the numbers, which includes nitrogen, which is what makes your plants green. So I hope that was helpful for you. I hope you give Forever Purple a try, and if you do, tag me at Power to the Flower on Instagram or at Power to the Flower WC on Facebook. Or I would love to see it in your comments on any of these videos. That would be awesome as well, because it gives me so much joy to see you guys doing your own thing at your house, and it makes me really happy. So if you are working on stuff in your garden, especially right now with everything going on, a lot of people are, I'd love to see it. So thanks so much for joining me today, and I look forward to creating something new with you in the next one. Bye.